Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Adam. I am recording a video for QuietSpeculation.com. Quiet Speculation is a Magic the Gathering finance website. You can find this video along with a bunch of articles on how to make the most out of your Magic buck, competitive metagame guides, and a bunch of other materials, both on the QuietSpeculation.com website as well as our YouTube page. So this week I am bringing to you an Alchemy list from Jim Davis, who went undefeated in the most recent Players Tour event with Grixis Midrange. So this deck is focused mainly around these somewhat very powerful Alchemy-specific cards like Town Raiser Tyrant, as well as City Stalker Connoisseur, along with a couple cards that all just 2-for-1 or generate value in your 3-drop slot. So you have Kaito Shizuki, which is one of the new Planeswalkers from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. 3-mana Planeswalker. When it comes in, you can downtick to make a 1/1 unblockable creature, +1, draw a card, and then discard unless you've attacked with the creature this turn. The -2 sets up the +1 very nicely. Also notably, Kaito phases out if it's the turn that it comes in. So you're able to prevent your opponent attacking into Kaito to typically generate a lot of value off of a minimum of 2 activations from Kaito's either +1 or -2. Other than that, you have Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So this is a wall of text for one of the new sagas. It's a 3 mana, so 2 and a red. Make a 2/2 Goblin Shaman with, when this attacks, make a treasure. The second mode is you can discard up to 2 and then draw that many. And then it flips into a, albeit summoning sick, version of Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. So 1 tap, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature, except as haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. It's really good with creatures that have very strong ETB effects. So your Town Raiser Tyrant and your City Stalker Connoisseur. This lets you lock your opponent out, typically if it's Fable plus City Stalker and your opponent only has 1 card in hand. You're able to make them discard the highest mana value card in their hand, and then every round you can use that ability in their draw step to stop them from getting anything new. Or you can use it on your Town Raiser Tyrant to start attacking their mana base. You can use it on your Blood Tithe Harvester as a repeated removal spell. Also, notably, Harvester makes a blood token, so you're able to filter your subsequent draws very well. Rahilda is another one of the Alchemy-specific cards. This is a first strike 2/2. When it deals damage to a player, you can exile a non-land card from their deck at random, and then if you've attacked with, in this case, only Rahilda, you can cast that card and spend any amount of mana, or sorry, any kind of mana to cast it. And then it flips into a double striker with the same text. So effectively, this is a 2-mana 2/2 first strike that very commonly immediately flips into a 2-mana 2/2 double striker, which can draw you cards. You have a wide range of multi-purpose removal spells. So you have a Braid, Power Word Kill, Voltage Surge, Flame Blessed Bolt. And then you have 2 copies of Duress. It's kind of a strange spread that makes sure you can hit anything, but not specifically targeting any one specific deck. In the mana base, you have 3 creature lands and then a bunch of pathways. Hey Gavin, how you doing? We're recording a video for Quiet Speculation. We're just getting started. So you have your Hive of the Eye Tyrant, you have your Den of the Bugbear, and then a bunch of dual lands of varying types. In the sideboard, I know my camera is cutting this off. You have 2 copies of Annul, which are really good against the Rune deck. You have Nighthawk Scavenger, which is a very strong card that just general purpose. It's a flying Death Touch lifelinker, so it can help you win an attrition war. It can help you race, and it can help you trade something that's much bigger. A second copy of Sorin the Mirthless, which is basically a Dark Confidant that can make a 2/3 flying creature. It requires your opponent to answer it very quickly, otherwise you're just able to snowball. And with all of your cards more or less being 2-for-1s, that is excellent. Mind Flayer is great also against the rune deck. You're able to steal the creature that they've built up and then just whack them with it. Typically, it's a one and done. You have 2 more copies of Duress, 2 copies of Disdainful Stroke, Soul Transfer as a just exile-based removal spell, and then 3 copies of Meathook Massacre to kill anything that's low to the ground. Typically, mono white is going to struggle against Meathook Massacre. That is the deck. I've only actually played 1 match with it so far, and it was the Mirror. But it was very, very smooth, played great, and we're going to hop in. We're going to play 5 games, and then we're going to see what we're going to do. Also, don't mind my hair. I meant to record this earlier today. I took a nap, and when I woke up, it looked like this. And no amount of brushing could fix it. This is my 3rd mug of coffee. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this hand's probably going back. 3 lands, which is great, but they're all black sources. I have no black spells. Or rather, no spells that these lands can cast. I don't love the idea of hoping to hit the right colors on turn 2, 3. So, send this back. This is a lot better. Hey Mike, why don't you live your own life? A friend of mine, I played board games with him up until, what was it, like 1 in the morning last night? It was a good time. Okay, so I have a choice to make. It's probably going to be one of my 2 drops. I'm going to put back Rahilda, because if my opponent has a removal spell, I'm going to lead on this because my red source is probably going to be this one. If my opponent has a removal spell, this enters more cleanly. Okay, so it looks like my opponent is on a very similar deck to mine, though I'm not playing Reckless Stormseeker. That being said, it's a strong, powerful card. So let's see here. Definitely still going for the Harvester. The question is, do I offer the trade in combat here? My opponent's being rude. Okay, well. I guess I go for the Haunted Ridge. If I draw a blue source, then I don't really mind this. Whack. Oh, you know what? I probably should have played the Riverglide Pathway, because now I only get to discard the Swamp to the Fable. Yeah, that was a mistake. Kaito Shizuki. Alright. Let's see if they want to offer the trade here. Now I can play another Fable. And kill that off. It's probably fine. Town Razor Tyrant. Yeah. That's an excellent draw for me. Alright, so we're going to blow this up. Auto pay. Sacrifice an artifact. Whack. I'm going to go for the draw a card mode. And I will take the 2. Our opponent goes for a Graveyard Trespasser. So, depending on... Actually, it doesn't even depend on anything here. This should just prompt the concession. Okay, so they only have lands in hand. That's really good to know. So the question is, do I want to trade my Goblin Shaman for a card in hand? I think I do. I'll decline. Let them draw. Did they draw a removal spell? Okay, they're off it. Cool. So, this is presumably something resembling a mirror. They might not be on the blue splash. So in that case, what do I want to do? Mind Flayer seems medium. So I've seen Town Razor Tyrant, I've seen Fable. Presumably they're playing Sorin. Like, I really don't want to trade a Mind Flayer for an Abrade. And I assume they're going to have more kill spells post-board. I think I can bring in the Nighthawk Scavenger. I can probably bring in the Sorin. Don't think I need Meat Hook. And I don't know if I want Disdainful Stroke. Voltage Surge seems fine. I don't think I need the Flame Blessed Bolt. I could bring in the Soul Transfer. Though, actually, they're probably playing their own Rahilda. So maybe I do... With the Bolt, I can take out the Duress. Sure. How many copies of Sorin do I want? This is probably fine. Alright. We're going to do it live. This seems perfectly reasonable. I can lead on Haunted Ridge into Hive if I draw another land. Might sequence that differently. Am I getting duressed? I am getting duressed. They can take Fable or they can take a kill spell. Alright, so they want Fable. Alright, my assumption here is they have a kill spell. So I'm going to play the thing that leaves something behind when it dies. No kill spell. Excuse me. Okay, so they play a Rahilda. Now, I can abrade the Rahilda, or I can sacrifice the Harvester and then play a Kaito. I think I'm fine with this sequence.
No secret is safe from me.
Draw a card, discard a card. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what they want to do here. Town Razor Tyrant.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
I think I can get rid of my Rahilda. I will play a Scavenger. So taking up the decline, taking up the Kaito here. So in the event that they have an answer for my Scavenger, they can't whack the Kaito. Which they do.
You're good, but I'm better.
Or they have to burn another spell here. Okay. This not being able to kill the Town Razor is mighty frustrating. Alright. I'm gonna see if they have the kill spell for the Hive. Let's get rid of... Doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of the Rahilda. Draw a card.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Okay, that is unfortunate for me. I don't think I'm winning this game.
I learned what I needed to.
Well, if there's a way out, that might be it. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Alright. They get their own Fable. Kill off the City Stalker. Take 4. I need to find a kill spell for this Town Razor Tyrant. That is not a kill spell for the Town Razor Tyrant. Alright, send these both. That's much worse. Blue, black, blue. Play Kaito. Take up. Voltage surge, not a voltage surge. So my opponent kept one in hand. Presumably they have a spell. Oop, that's a good spell. Alright, I'm not winning this game. Okay, so their spell suite is a little bit different than mine, but a lot of the main players are the same. Now I've seen the Professor Onyx, I definitely want my Disdainful Strokes. Power Word Kill is not amazing. There's nothing that Power Word Kill hits that a Braid doesn't. So I saw Infernal Grasp. I think I can bring in Sorin. I think I can bring in Meat Hook. I can trim Rahilda. Do I care about Flame plus Bolts? Probably not. Alright, trimming on Rahilda again. I will be on the play. I don't have black mana, but I do have Rahilda. Sure. Excuse me. I have 3 lands, so I'm going to lead on the Den either way. If I draw Hive, I'm going to want to play it now. Okay. Not what I wanted to see, but not the worst draw. Alright. Play Rahilda. The Soul Transfer is going to be offline for quite a while. This looks like my Rahilda's going to die. Yep. Found a black source at the very least. Alright, play this. Play this. I'm going to get my City Stalker out next turn, presumably. Graveyard Trespasser, sure. Alright, we found the second black source, which is nice. Play my Connoisseur. They dump their own Connoisseur. I like that. Offer the trade with Trespasser, which I probably should have done earlier. Alright, goodbye soul transfer. I don't think I need a Voltage Surge the Connoisseur. If they activate the Den, I'll blow up the Den. And if they play a... Huh. So, here's an interaction that I am not going to do because I'm not going to exploit a bug. Right now, Shower Skull Smashing is bugged. If something becomes targeted or like removed on the stack above it, I believe that the Shower Skull Smashing does not deal damage. Oh wait, never mind. That wouldn't actually affect the situation here. It only matters if the damage is divided between at least 2 targets. Okay, so never mind. Either way, I am not exploiting a bug. Feel free to blow up my 4 mana 3/3. Excuse me. So here, I'm going to play Kaito,
I could sneak right by, but
make my ninja.
I got someone on the inside who can help.
I'm going to see if my opponent wants to activate their Den. They do not. No, actually they might. Looks like they are. What are they thinking about it? Cool. Stop before combat. I would love to remove this. Are they cracking their blood token, or are they blowing up my creature? Okay, they're going for the blood. Cool. So, this suggests my opponent doesn't really have much going on at the moment. I will go down to 13. Ooh. Whack.
Now this is a juicy secret.
So I can go for my own Connoisseur and then trade off with theirs, or I can play my Harvester and hold up a Braid. If my opponent is trying to loot lands away here, I think this line is fine. It's a little unfortunate that they had another one, but to be expected. Resolve. I will gladly trade. I'm just gonna use my mana efficiently here. My assumption is they don't have a shock variant because they would have killed Kaito. Or at the very least killed my token. So had I drawn nothing, I would have activated the Den, since I drew something, I'm just going to play my Fable and tick up here. Ooh, that is a good one to draw. Play my Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So one of the things I do like about this deck is that, like, virtually every single card is a 2-for-1 or better. Fable comes down and immediately gives you a body, which is effectively worth a card. The second level of the saga is worth probably half a card. I'm not going to get much value off of my Fable, but I think that's fine. I can activate one of my creature lands instead. I do get to loot away this land, which is nice. And instead of activating the creature land, I'm just going to play a Sorin, because I can do that now. I would love to take up, see what my options are. It looks like my opponent's flooding pretty badly too. Like not only am I steamrolling this, I am just drawing so many additional cards. And I'm gonna try and keep my planeswalkers reveal. I'm going to try and keep my planeswalkers out of shock variant range. I'm just going to play the Harvester out. And I'll play my land. If they have another Connoisseur, like, I'd rather not just have to discard. Hello, friend. What do you do? When an opponent casts a spell, that player makes a blood token. Whenever it attacks, gets +1/+1 for each blood token defending player controls. Neat. So if I make one more blood token, then I can kill this with the Harvester. Reveal. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. I was checking to make sure they didn't have a Braid mana, but I feel pretty confident there either way. Cool. So we are 1-0 with Grixis Alchemy Midrange. Forgive the coughing. I have an allergy to a certain like food thing. Was accidentally given it a couple of days ago, and I'm still feeling the ill effects. It normally runs like 4 to 5 days after the exposure, which like it's not gonna kill me. It's just gonna be a miserable ride. But should have been more careful. This hand's interesting. I'm on the draw, so I have Bolt on 1, Harvester on 2, Fable on 3, and Fable can fix some of these excess lands if needed. I think that's fine. Then leading on white is a good sign. My guess is that they're either mono white or they're the Aura's deck. Or no. This is Clerics, I think? Either way, I don't actually need double blue, so I can sequence like that. Part of me's hoping I don't need to cast the Bolt this turn. Just to be mana efficient. I really want to get this Fable down because I have both my Connoisseur and my Tyrant. Oh, okay. So they're actually playing the Venture deck. All these cards, or not Nadar, but virtually all the other Venture cards got buffed in the most recent update. Excuse me. I only have one double black card in the deck, and it's Sorin in the main deck. Yeah, I think that's fine. Harvester is better off trading with this Nadar in combat either way. If they play the Death Touch Venture creature, I'll keep the Bolt around. Otherwise, I don't really need it. I guess the real question is, do I want to play the Tyrant or the Connoisseur? You want the Goblin? Yeah, you want the Goblin. Yeah, I'll trade. Do you have the thing that brings it back in? Nope, Wandering Emperor. Neat.
I've learned much from these travels. We've got the edge for this fight.
I don't actually think I need the Hive either. We drew the Sorin. So that feels a little bad, not gonna lie. Play the Town Razor Tyrant. So I can hit their Sanctum, or I can hit their Dungeon Descent. I think I'm actually okay if they want to use that. No attacks. Alright, Vanishing Verse on my Tyrant. I need a kill spell for this Nadar, and it's going to be out of range in a second for all of my kill spells. And March. Alright.
Remember your training.
They're going to drain me? I mean, honestly, that could be worse. Non-dragon is really, really frustrating me right now. Alright, so they had another Wandering Emperor, which is good to know. Excuse me. -5, -5. Yep. Alright. So, in 2 matches, I've run into multiple situations where power word kill has been profoundly bad. You know what? Stop after damage. Okay. Well. Graveyard Trespasser. Not the worst option here. I mean, exile a card from a graveyard. Give it to creature, gain a life. Alright, end turn. Don't have something, please.
Somehow we greet our enemies.
I'm gonna have to trade with the goblin. Or can't block there. They haven't cast a spell. If I get a 1, what happens? Let's discard Sorin.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Alright, cool. So they're not attacking with the vigilance creature, in which case I would have traded. Hive. So what happens if I dump this? Voltage Surge. Huh. Let's see if they let it through. If they block, I get to Voltage Surge them. First strike. Shoot it. Submit 0. Alright. They have a Wandering Emperor that's going to -2 on my Rahilda, but I I mean, they don't have creatures. Have outs? Not good ones. Especially not now, but... Now that's a problem. So I am obligated to loot and die. So there's nothing I can do there. If I make a 1/1, they put a thing on their... They put a counter on their flyer. And then I just lose there. How do I want to manage this? Soul Transfer seems good. Scavenger seems... fine, I guess. I'm gonna bring in meat hooks. Cut Rahilda again. Power Word Kill does hit their creature lands. Kills everything but Nadar. I don't have a ton of great answers to Nadar. I can trim Duress. Duress is almost always going to end up taking either a Wandering Emperor or a removal spell, which feels fine. Not great, but those are the cards my opponent's going to be holding on to for quite a bit longer. 2 lands. I have a Voltage Surge here. If I... My mana's going to be rough. I'm not going to have blue for Kaito, presumably. So I have to pick basically between Kaito and Townraiser Tyrant. I'm not going to be able to cast one of them on curve. I'm going to put back the Townraiser. I think that that's probably the hardest on my mana. I have more black sources in the deck than anything else. And promptly punished. There's the thing I was talking about earlier. Submit 0. Black source. Extremely punished. Okay. Still in it. If I draw another black source, I can play Harvester plus Kaito. But as it stands, I can just play a second Connoisseur and be pretty okay here. Nadar. Offer the trade. Here's another one. They did have another Connoisseur. And the speed that happened suggests that they don't have a Wandering Emperor. But they might have another castle. Okay, another Nadar makes sense. Townraiser versus Town Razor's my best bet by a pretty wide margin. Alright, so show me the kill spell for the Tyrant. Do you have a third Nadar? You do have a third Nadar. Black Source would be pretty nice here.
Powerful won't help. I'll do it myself.
I'm gonna try Spike the Black Source.
I know something.
No, unfortunate. I'm gonna discard the other Kaito. Maybe loot away this duress. Nope. Alright, a Black Source here will be phenomenal. Alright, now it's going to need to be a basic swamp. Found the Black Source. Excuse me. I'm just gonna see if I can spike it. No, didn't spike it. But this Meathook Massacre is going to be really good. Especially with the Soul Transfer. I can actually pick up one of my spells in the yard. Alright. Put this on black. Kaito, unfortunately, will not make it through this turn. Oh. I can save Kaito with a braid? Yeah, that seems pretty okay here. I'm surprised they chose to do it that way.
I feel bad for your mentor if that's your attack.
Oh. Actually, this is gonna cause me some issues. Alright, let's spike a basic. Not a basic.
I'll be taking that now.
So, if they have a Wandering Emperor here, I'm in deep trouble. Excuse me. Alright, so they're going to activate the Hive. And the question is 5 at me, or are you killing off Kaito? Both coming at Kaito. Okay. It's a pretty good sign for me.
I'll try again later.
Backup Kaito. Playing out this way, it makes no sense for me to play Kaito, loot for nothing, or -2 into a 1/1 that immediately dies to my meat hook. If I had to guess, my opponent probably has a bunch of removal in hand.
There are many secrets I don't know.
Make a body.
Our eyes are everywhere.
And we'll hold the marsh. I can cycle with the blood token. Okay, unfortunate. But could be worse. Bop you. Draw a card.
I know something you don't know.
They discard Valky. So they don't have another Connoisseur. But if they had one more mana, they would have been able to cast the Tybalt side. That's good to know. So they can activate their hive and kill my Kaito. Or go for thirst here. Sure. They're gonna kill Kaito that way. Yeah, that's fine. You gonna go to 5? No. They have decided against going to 5. And I drew another Kaito. Neat. Pop you. They're probably pretty annoyed at this point. I'll draw.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Well, yes. Can't say I was expecting that. Nope. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Draw a card. No help.
What do we have here?
Oh, I'm just dead. I mean, you could just activate your hive. Yep. Whew, okay, fair enough. The hope there was to find the Disdainful Strokes. Or some sort of removal spell. Yeah, that was rough. Alright. 1-1. I'm not gonna lie, Power Word Kill has felt god-awful. And just thinking about the decks that are in this metagame, there are very few that don't run dragons. And they're fairly often like key cards in those decks. Might be better to replace it with, was it Infernal Grasp? The destroy anything, gain or lose 2 life. Like the life loss is not irrelevant, but man, does it feel bad to just have a kill spell and not be able to target the threat. Looks like the top 8 for the Neon Dynasty Championship is up. So Jim Davis, whose list we're playing, is first seed. John Manuel DePraz, who's just been killing it, second. Folks, don't know by name on Orzhov Venture, Mono White, Mardu Midrange, Esper Clerics, another Mardu Midrange, and then Eli Cassis on Orzhov Venture. This hand seems great. I have a 2, a 3, and a 4. And they're all very strong cards. Lead on Ridge. Opponent plays Forest, but not Snow Cover Forest. My assumption is that this is... Okay, my assumption is out the window. I was gonna say it's possible that this is red-green werewolves. Don't know what deck plays Elysian Caryatid. I have a lot of things that could fit here. Harvester's probably my best bet. If they play a 4-drop, my Rahilda will be outsized and they won't be able to attack in. Harvester can theoretically trade for something. And in the event that they do have a thing. Ooh, okay, so this is ramp. Gotcha. Mono green ramp. 5, 6. They're gonna have 7 mana next turn. That's a concern. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. The question is, does it make more sense to kill the Caryatid? What's a 6-drop versus a 7-drop for their deck? Yeah. That feels bad, but presumably I'm going to be copying the Connoisseur with the Fable anyway. Gigantosaurus. Okay. I love my opponent's deck. Ooh, and a backup Connoisseur. Perfect. So I can trade this with the Gigantosaur. What is this? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. It's an 11/11, and you get to play another land if you want. Now the question is, do I play Kaito plus Rahilda, or do I just play the other citywide? I think I play the Stalker. In the event my opponent has something really expensive, I want to make sure it's gone. Toski? That's a good one to get rid of. I can trade my token in for Rahilda. I don't think I need to. I'll attack with one of the Connoisseurs. See what they want to do. Play Kaito. take up, draw a card.
Get in, get out. Easy mission. I know something you don't know.
Now I can hold up a Braid, or I can play my Rahilda. I think I can play the Rahilda. Pass, let them draw. Copy this. Please discard your best card. That's a pretty good best card. I'm glad I was able to get the combo off twice at least on the stream. Okay, so Disdainful Stroke comes in, Mind Flayer comes in, Unconditional Removal, Death Touch Creature. Don't think I need a Braid. Don't think I need Duress. Don't think I need Trespasser. Keeping in the 1-mana removal spells for their ramp creatures probably makes sense. Sorin seems fine. Trim on Rahilda. Excuse me. God. This seems fine. Just realized that the Town Razor is not going to be able to get its trigger off because they're playing all basic forests. That being said, it's still a 4/4 flyer, which, sure, I could have worse things. Lead on Marsh. I have Harvester. Into Mirror Breaker. Carry added. Don't think that changes anything. Wonder if my opponent has like Boseiju or anything, or if this is just a budget list. It seems like it's a budget list. Okay, second carry added. I'm pretty okay with that. Harvester, don't want to trade. Excuse me. Make a 2/2. Good God. Gigantosaurus again. Oh, come on. It's Gigantosaurus. Honestly, I don't think I want to discard any of these cards. Kaito might be the worst card in my hand right now, but it's going to become much better. Decline. blow up your Giganosaurus, and then play my Kaito tick up. Excuse me. Hey, Grizz Virtue, how you doing? We are recording a video for Quiet Speculation. Okay, my opponent has played another Giganosaurus. I draw another Kaito. Kaito's pretty good. As much as it pains me, I am probably not getting both modes off of this soul transfer. Attack in here. Let's see if they want to go for a double block. I don't think they do. They do not. Let's draw a card. Not a land, but Connoisseur is going to be real good. So I have my Reflections of Kiki, which is going to be active next turn. My opponent can trade in their Caryatid for a card. They opt not to. Neat. My Harvester is going to be pretty great here. I can remove the Toski. Which, frankly, I should have done last combat. Or pre-combat, rather. I've already played the land. Whoops. Alright. So, this should be fine. Part of me was like, oh wait, Harvester, I can use that as repeated removal, but my opponent's not actually going to get another spell for the remainder of the game. Surprisingly, we've gotten the combo off multiple times. What was that, the third time or the fourth time? I guess the third? I'll watch the VOD and fix it. But point being, Reflections of Kiki, make a copy of creature with good ETB effect. My opponent only had one card in hand, so Stalker removes that, and then upkeep stop, or draw step stop. They draw the card before they're able to cast anything at sorcery speed. Make a clone of the Connoisseur. They discard the most expensive card in their hand, which is the only card in their hand, leaving them with only the 2 Caryatids and anything at instant speed for the remainder of the game. I don't believe Mono Green has access to anything that would be able to interrupt that. The only things that they would be able to do are like, God, what is the card called? Snakeskin Veil, and like Mage's Duel after buffing their creature to kill the 2/2. I don't think that they're playing Mage's Duel in their deck, and Snakeskin Veil is not enough to get them out of that situation. Okay, so I think this is our 4th match. We are 2-1. I will be on the play. This hand seems great. I'm going to lead on the... Am I going to lead on the Hive? Yeah, I should probably still lead on the Hive, even though I want to hold up this Flame Blessed Bolt. In the event I draw Kaito... Probably doesn't change anything. So they also have a hive. I'm going to lead on Rahilda. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell. But I can kill most small creatures, and I can interact with discard spells. Or I can interact with my discard spell. Though, I don't even know if I want to do that this turn. I have the Fable that I can get online pretty quickly. Excuse me. Play the Haunted Ridge. Whack. See what they're doing. Dig up. Okay. And a Connoisseur. Nice. So unfortunately this is going to flip my thing back. But I'm going to duress them. So I can take their Soul Transfer and guarantee an additional hit. I can take their Binding, which is going to probably point at my Fable. Though, I think this is probably enough. Excuse me. Unless they draw a removal spell here, I'm definitely going to get another hit in. I'll be able to play their Citywide Connoisseur and make them discard, presumably, their Binding, and just snowball here. Whew, this is not a good look for my opponent. And I am in a great position. Either way, my opponent is going to either Meat Hook or Binding me. Excuse me. Going to play the Citywide Connoisseur. Oh wait, what am I saying? I'm definitely taking the Binding because it's the most expensive card in their hand unless they drew something that costs equal or more. Meat Hook is going to come down on 2. Take out the Rahilda. I keep the Connoisseur around. I'm up on them by like 5 cards, which is pretty great. Go for the bonk. I'm going to play the land that they know about and play my Fable. If they go to activate their Hive, I can Abrade. Invoke Despair. Sacrifice a creature, enchantment, and Planeswalker. Okay. Sacrifice creature. Sacrifice an enchantment. It's pretty good for them. That digs them out of the deficit. Ooh, I should have cracked that. That was a mistake. I'm gonna put them on a 2-turn clock. Excuse me. Okay, so they either have something or they have nothing. But we're going to discard the land. I mean, it's a 50-50 either way. They have something or they have nothing. But do I want another black source here? Yeah, probably better. Let's see if their plan is to activate their Hive, or their plan is to kill one of my creatures. Deals X damage to target creature, planeswalker, and you gain X life. Okay. Well. I am removing their target so they don't gain the life. They're still looking at lethal here, unless they remove the Connoisseur. Which, presumably they have a couple answers to. Excuse me. Playing the Town Razor. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Gain 1 back, they'll go to 2. This can't go face, unfortunately. They're gonna be forced to sacrifice their hive. And they can't grasp again. Oh, neat. Okay, so this is based around Shigeki. I see what they're doing now. They lose a Trespasser. I'm pretty okay with that. I'm going to hold on to the Flame Blessed Bolts, even though I could sacrifice the Blood Token. Just because it gives me the option to fire both off at the Hive if I absolutely have to. Actually, probably a good thing I didn't, because Rahilda would have definitely come down and would have died. Yeah, 1 card in hand. I'm presenting lethal. What can you do about it? Graveyard Trespasser. Yep. And playing out a Shigeki. I would love to deal first strike damage. Do I go to blow up the Binding? Or the Meat Hook Massacre, and then just Bloodthirst? Oh, choose Thirst. Yeah. That's probably enough. Like, I could have been a little more conservative, but both of those removal spells are at sorcery speed. They don't have anything. I'm gonna flip my Rahilda. I will search for a forest and not have one. I will kill the Hive, put them to 2, draw 2 cards out of their deck. Ooh. Target opponent sacrifice creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. So, 5 mana shock them. Okay. So, my opponent has Invoke Despair, which is good. Same White Stalker. That's enough for me to bring in these. Don't think I need the annuls. I do like Duress. The question is, do I want Sorin? Sure. Voltage Surge, did that have targets? Not really. Alright. Out you go. Do I want Soul Transfer or Nighthawk Scavenger? Scavenger seems alright. Where are my cuts? Maybe I don't want the Sorin? Graveyard Trespasser is okay, but it gets blown out kind of easily. Like if they just have Kaito, or not Kaito, if they have Shigeki in hand, I just get demolished. I'll put back a Duress, whatever. I'll reevaluate for game 3. I didn't identify what my opponent was on initially, but I have seen this interaction before. It's really cool. I remember Reed put up a video recently playing the Kaito interaction. Okay, so lead on Hive, probably play the Seer Step into Rahilda. My opponent has a Shigeki. Not what I want to see. Because that can block and then activate. Yep. Which I am going to force them to do. And then play my Kaito. Hopefully they don't have Invoke Despair. But if they do this turn, then whatever Kaito won't be in play, I lose a Rahilda. Okay. It's actually surprising they went for that plan. They could have activated Shigeki and then done that. Alright, I lose my Fable. Now you draw another one. This puts me in a kind of awkward spot here. Was kind of banking on the Fable to filter me a little bit more. No blocks.
Would have had me if I wasn't so fast.
Them attacking the Kaito is interesting. It means that they're not going to be binding it this turn. Play Boseiju. Soul Transfer, sure. Little do they know I have another one. And I have a steady stream of things that I want to discard. So they've shown me Boseiju. Do I want triple black or triple red? Probably the black. You get Trespasser. Trespasser crews the Bank Buster. Backup Kaito's nice. Nothing I can do there. What I wouldn't give to have a go blank at my 75.
I won't let Kamigawa fill my
Draw a card.
Now this
Play Rahilda. Play Den. So my opponent will be able to pick up 2 cards from their graveyard if they so choose. Presumably it would be Stalker plus something. Oh, they're just casting Shigeki. Do they have another one in hand? I think I take the binding. My opponent does not want to trade. Draw a card. Another Harvester.
there's no secret I can't uncover.
Another Harvester. So they want to draw with the Bank Buster. Okay. Tutoring for something. It's either a Shigeki, an Invoke, or... ooh, it could be a Meat Hook. Meat Hook would be really good here. Yeah, it is. And it was. Yikes. Alright. Turn your Bank Buster into a 2/2. Hit my Kaito. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Hit you with the Hive. I'm gonna take the Shigeki here. Now the question is, do I tick up Kaito or minus Kaito? I think I minus. Make a blocker. Make a Harvester. Yeah, I'll trade. Or not trade, I'll block. Jump, whatever. Again, what I wouldn't give to have a Go Plank in this deck. Let's go for 10. This will give me something on the back half here. If they have a removal spell, they should have used it before I attacked. Draw a card. Give me a land. Not a land, but not the worst. Sure, I'll pass. Okay. Alright. Bye, Kaito. I'll see you in a few minutes. My opponent has 8 mana available, so they can Kaito, or they can Shigeki back 3 things if they wanted. Or Soul Transfer. It's real good. They have the mana to do it, too. Alright. Well, my Connoisseur is gone. Maybe I should have gone for the Blood Token, discard the Connoisseur, and then had a choice between my 3 drops. Ooh. Actually, I like this quite a bit. Play Trespasser. I'm gonna take theirs. Like, I can't do much otherwise. I'm gonna get the Fable online. If they have the Invoke, they have the Invoke. Might have made more sense for me to go for Kaito, but... yeah. Actually, it probably would have made more sense for me to go to the Kaito. But, like, Fable takes forever to get online, like, to flip it. So, I feel like that might be preferable. Binding, hitting Fable. Or hitting the Trespasser. Really, hitting the token. Alright. Oh, that'll do it. I think that's actually probably the worst possible outcome for me. Very too little, very too late. 3 damage to target creature. Yeah, I'm super dead. Because they can just animate a creature land. Okay, knowing what I know now... they kept in invokes. They have minimum 2 copies soul transfer. How do I feel about Mind Flayer? They still have a ton of kill spells. I think I kind of like Meat Hook. After seeing what I've seen, I'm keeping in the Abrades. Stroke is fine. I don't think I need all the Meat Hooks. I think 1 or 2 is probably enough. Rahilda gets outclassed pretty quickly. I think you know what? Bring in 1 Meat Hook, go up to the 4th Duress. I just cut the Rahilda outright. I think it's the card that opens me up the most to removal. Even after that really good game 1 showing. This hand seems great. So not only do I have both of my creature lands, if I can hit a 2-drop, I'm in great shape. Otherwise, I just have my 3s and my 4s. Or my 3s and my 4. Being on the play puts me pretty far ahead here, too. I'm going to lead on the thing that is harder for them to kill favorably. You get a Trespasser, you get a Trespasser, everybody gets a Trespasser. Give the option to trade. Sure, we've taken it. Please discard a 4-drop. Oh, okay. They don't have a 4-drop. They seem to have, excuse me, a handful of 3-drops. I'll take the 2 for 1. Play the Fable. I need the double red. Most likely, I'm going to be cycling the blood or cycling the hive with my blood. Ooh, God, that's so good. I guess it traded for the, like, both of those were 2 halves of the same card. So, it was effectively discard, or not discard, kill off the 1 card as a 1 for 1 and then draw a card. I lose 2 life. Okay, so not critical, but not great for me. I will play a Trespasser, though. And prevent you from being able to Shigeki. Not having triple black is a little rough on this hand. Or this board, rather. My opponent is obligated to remove this. Yep. And they have done so. Now the question is, do I want to go for the Hive and eat away at their graveyard? Or do I want to make sure I have extra bodies? I think the extra bodies are probably better right now. It also chips in for 1 additional point of damage. Both activate for 4 mana, so it's not like I can play a follow-up spell. Sure. They are tutoring for something. Excuse me. It's either Shigeki or another Invoke. Sure. Would you like to kill my den? Could be another meat hook. I'm confused. Are you trading your Hydra for a token? For a free token? Yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like this is a mistake. You shouldn't be doubling down on it. I think my opponent thought that they had an additional mana available. I have 2 red, 3 black. I'm just gonna play the Scavenger. If they want to wrath me, they can wrath me. Okay. Ooh, that is a good one. Hit you for 4. So if they activate their Hive, I can blow up the Hive with a Power Word Kill. If they invoke or play like a Planeswalker, I have my Disdainful Stroke. Beautiful. My assumption is that's what they tutored for. So they have 1 card in hand. I'm gonna play the Ridge. And they, if they don't have anything here, I am presenting lethal. If they go to animate their hive, I can blow up the hive. And that seems to be their plan. This does let them live at 1 life. So that is the second time my opponent has... Wait, they were at 6... Huh. That shouldn't have killed them, right? Yeah, my opponent was at 6. I blew up their creature. They should have gone to 7 and then damage. Weird. Okay, either way. I'll take the win. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, and we'll do our 5th and final match. Alright, and we are back. We're going to hop into our 5th and final match. Currently 3-1 with the deck. Feels fairly strong. I think I might make a couple like personal adjustments after everything's all said and done. Granted, a lot of testing went into building this, so it's certainly possible that I am mistaken here. Okay, so I have both creature lands. I'm going to be playing them on curve, hopefully. Playing the Harvester, and I have 3 draws to find a blue source for this Kaito. Snow-covered plains tells me my opponent is playing mono white. I like this set of draws against mono white. Luminarch Aspirant. We will promptly remove that. Ooh, okay. I like Rahilda here. So they can Skyclave this, in which case I'll play the Harvester. Archon is actually pretty awful for me. Kinda wish I played the Harvester instead. Let's see what my opponent wants to do. Guardian of Angel. So they're going to get 2 3/1s. They're going to tap down my board. This card's actually really good at flipping the werewolf side back to the human side, right? Because it's going to guarantee you a second castable spell. I'm not 100% sure what my opponent's waiting on here. I think they're trying to figure out if they want to attack, but the copy of Angel in their hand is not going to stick around, so it's kind of a use it or lose it situation for them. Alright, they have determined that attacking was what they wanted to do. Blocking with the Evangel. No. That is a card that I can cast. I don't know if it's going to do much beyond just be a body. Like, full disclosure, I am confused as to what my opponent is doing. Or is choosing to do here. Do I want to trade my Harvester in to see if I can get a blue source? Like, this Kaito's gonna be dead for quite a while. Just going back to my opponent's play, I do not understand why you would play the Evangel, not play the second one, and let that mana go to waste. You get another Archon. Play Fable. Guess I'm playing Blightstep? It feels like my opponent is signaling that they have a Wandering Emperor. Okay. Or they have Sajiri Step. Or not Step, whatever the protection spell is. Shelter. Fleeting Spirit. So 3 cards from your graveyard, gains first strike. Discard a card. Exile it. Return it to the battlefield. Okay. I'll discard Kaito and Rahilda. One moment. Love you. It is 12:56 a.m. at time of recording. My partner is heading to work because it's daylight savings time and he's a baker, so he has to get up super early and then an additional hour early because of daylight savings. Or rather, no, daylight savings is tomorrow. So, well, no wait, it's Saturday into. Yeah, it is today. Okay, I'm not crazy. Let's see what we can get. Inquisitor Captain. Let me check to see if I have critical mass for Inquisitor Captain. I have 15 creatures. This needs how many? 20. Okay, so I do not. In that case, do I want to just play Sorin, make a 2/3? Yeah. That seems fine.
You fight for me now.
Can't play a spell. Let's see how my opponent wants to do this. They have 4 cards in their graveyard. Skyclave, probably taking either Sorin or the Fable. Probably the Fable. I can't take the tokens, which is nice. Alright, so they are taking Fable. Double Archon, Spirit at me. Sure. I still feel pretty well positioned here. What does this do? Target creature you control with a counter on it gains indestructible and lifelink. Nope. That's not great. Probably just Inquisitor Captain. Play my land. So I'm at 13. Roto Cathar. Are you taking the Inquisitor Captain or are you taking the token? Took the token. Okay. No blocks. I'll take the Angel. This forces my opponent to trade. Or chump the Inquisitor Captain. Could I have presented lethal here? If I activated the Den... I couldn't have activated the Den. Okay, never mind. Sure. So you're chumping the Inquisitor Captain. trading with 2/2. What am I taking? Another captain. Make another 3/3. This is probably my best bet, right? They can hit me for 2, maybe 3, or sorry, 4, maybe 5 in the air if they have the Wanderer. Citywide Stalker forces my opponent to be in top deck mode. If they have a removal spell, they have to use it here. And then I have lethal next turn. They did have the removal spell. Cool. And they drew their best possible draw. Drawing again, their literal top best draw into the best thing to find off of it. That's brutal. Oh, probably should have double blocked. Definitely should have double blocked. But doesn't matter. I make this. I have 4 attackers and they're all lethal. 3 damage is going to get through no matter what. Whew! That was a toughie. Alright. Meat Hook seems great. I don't know about you, but I like Meat Hook Massacre. Do I want the Mind Flayer? Probably not. Because they can Brutal Cathar, get stuff back. Mind Flayer is probably still fine. Scavenger is probably still fine. Don't think I want Duress. Also don't think I need the Sorin. Actually, I think I like... Is that right? I have no idea. I can trim on Kaito. I like Rahilda as a 2-power first striker against a lot of their 2 or less toughness creatures. What else? I think I can cut the Sorin. Fable's fine. Trespassers. I think I just... Don't quote me on that sideboard plan. I don't know if it's correct. My thinking is expensive non-creature spells against Thalia is a bad plan. This is fine. I have Haunted Rage into Lava Glide for Harvester, then I can play either Kaito or Fable. Meat Hook's also pretty nice. Gonna play the Harvester. I will trade with the Aspirant if I need to. Nope. Okay. Play Harvester again. Excuse me. Don't put it on the Cathar. Don't put it on the Apparition. Alright. Luminarch is not able to attack. I can double block if needed. I don't know what this does. There's battlefield or attacks. Give something lifelink. Sure. Which do I care most about? Luminarch is major problem. I think I can actually pass because the Luminarch can't attack as long as the Harvester is in play. Excuse me. That was a really good draw for that. Not gonna do it. Discard Den. Yeah. Okay. That was brutal. Let's try this one more time. Do I want the soul transfer? Probably not. Actually, maybe. Maybe it's better than Kaito? Goodness gracious. Alright, I can't keep a one-lander. This one seems fine. I'll put back the 5-drop with my 2-lander. Since I side out the Kaitos, I don't really need the double... Or I don't need blue very much, and I just put a double blue spell in the bottom. So I feel pretty okay like this. I'll take 1 point of damage. Would you like to play a 2-drop? I would very much like to not have that be around. A little awkward there. I'm gonna play out my Fable. I think getting this online first is probably a good idea. Horrible Hole, eat the token, sure. It's not a card. I guess they saw the Rahilda. It's not a card that I think is particularly good for this matchup. Decline. Play another one. Inquisitor Captain, Skyclave, one of the Fables, presumably. Sungold Sentinel. That's a little annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't want to discard. You get an Archon of Emeria. The Sentinel is now active. Can't be blocked by red creatures. I'll do that trade. Definitely missequenced that. Actually, maybe not. The Den does push in a little bit more damage. I'll take 8, go to 10. Up to 16. You can activate the second Haven. Nope. Okay, they're off it. Okay, so we finished that 4-1. Thank you for watching. I will bring up the deck list one more time. Bring this up one last time. So thank you so much for watching. This video has been brought to you by quietspeculation.com. You can find this video as well as a write-up about the deck on Quiet Speculation. That article should go up on Tuesday. If you're viewing this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're viewing it on our website, don't forget to follow the YouTube link, then like and subscribe. Quiet Speculation puts out articles every day. Phenomenal resources on Magic Finance, metagame analysis, deck guides and playthroughs. Really amazing stuff. Make sure you follow them. And if you're interested in following me, I am AceXSpades on Twitch, and Adam E. Cohen on Twitter. Make sure to drop a like, follow, etc., etc. If you have any questions, don't feel free to reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out, and feel free to reach out. With that said, take care, everyone. Have a great night.